The life of a wood elf is one of tireless service to the great forest of Athel-Loren, protecting it from those who would do it harm. Sometimes, however, it happens that a young Azrai is born with an urge to wander. An overpowering curiosity and a desire for adventure that will not be denied. Known as the Windborn, these wood elves can be vexing to their elders, but have the potential to become great rangers if their adventurous nature is properly harnessed. And so young Windborn are given leave to wander the wide world for a short period of time, no more than 100 years, to see all they can of the wider world before returning to the Athel-Loren and taking up their duties. You had been wandering the old world for little more than a year when you heard the news of Asavar Kul's invasion. A human named Magnus was raising an army to drive back the Horde. It sounded like an epic adventure, the very thing you'd left the Athel-Loren to find. And so you crossed the depths of the Great Recorre to find the Imperial army. That night, you slipped into the army camp and made your way to Magnus's tent, where you offered your services as a scout. Impressed by your skill, Magnus accepted and made you a part of his growing retinue. Thus began your first great adventure, guiding the growing human army across the Empire and into the frozen lands of the North. The great battle outside the walls of Kislev was more terrible than you could have imagined. You kept close to Magnus during the fight and joined him in the heroic charge that slew the Chaos Lord and turned the tide of the battle. After the battle was won and the dead put to rest, you returned with Magnus to the city of Nome, where a hero's welcome awaited you. But the noise and bustle of the human city has begun to wear on you, and the urge to wander has taken hold again. As the sun sets over Nome, you wonder if the time has come to leave the city and seek a new adventure elsewhere. It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery, and war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds, and across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack.
Something's happening in the courtyard. If it's trouble, the guards might need help. Ash and Oak! The enemy is here!
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere.
I'll deal with them. You
Upstairs in the throne room, there's armor in a chest by the stairs.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul magics. The Chaos Sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. There is only one thing left to do. Shouting an oath to the gods of the forest, you ready your blades and rush to save the future Emperor. By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The Sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room. But these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. Your aunt refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, elf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! Teclis, Lawmaster of the High Elves, regards Voss coldly. Alessa has told you the truth, he said. It is you who have refused to listen. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him. There are dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we are to find the source...
There is nowhere in this forest of stone that they can hide from me. By shadow and...
I saw you fight at Kislev, young Asrai. Your loyalty and courage is not in doubt.
What is your command?
The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. Your first task is simple. Enter the tunnels and drive the cultists back from the...
I don't have the energy. Energy. My link with Athlone is too weak. I must first recharge my energy. Lauren is too weak. To prepare myself. I need to focus. I have hunted the foe in the reeking depths, High Lawmaster. The tower is safe for...
I do not doubt it. The servants of Nurgle. You have done well, Elessar. There is grim news from the tower. Voss has learned that a large group of...
A bold move, but a foolish one.
Someone needs to find them and try to get them out. If the cultists...
Oh, I need to focus. First recharge my energy. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. don't have the energy. Recharge my energy.
Cultist lured us.
Rest easy.
They took them, and I was still able to walk.
It is as we feared, High Lawmaster. The soldiers had been lured into...
The men were alive when they were taken.
So I was told. But to what purpose?
Not prisoners, young Asrai. Sacrifice. We must do everything we can to prevent this.